I was hitchhiking from Amherst to Northampton with my girlfriend at the time and a big dog. And we were hitchhiking from Amherst to Northampton on Route 9. And it must have been 1980. And a guy in a van stopped to pick us up. And there were no seats in the back of the van, just lots of boxes of books. And so we got in the back of the van, sat on top of the boxes of books. And being the nosy person I am, I opened up some of the boxes, and it was the complete works of Mendel Malchus Sfarim. So I said to him, the driver, I said, "What are you doing with boxes of books of the collected works of Mendel Malchus Sfarim?" And he slammed on the brakes, and he basically pulled the van over to the side of the road, and he said, "What are you doing as a hitchhiker being able to read them?" And that was how Aaron and I met initially. And he was driving, at that time, he was going to Florence, where the first Yiddish Book Center warehouse was. So I went with him, and from then, that's the moment that we met and became very good friends. I still had a year left of college, and he basically said, "If you ever move up here, we don't have any Yiddish speakers." It was only, he was just beginning the Yiddish Book Center. "And if you ever come up here, if you ever move up here, I sure could use some help." So I graduated from college the next year, or maybe that was 81. I can't remember what year he and I met. It was either 80 or 81. And I stayed in New York to work on a big demonstration that was happening in New York. And we had 1 million people at Central Park, the largest demonstration in Central Park. And then that was June of 81. No, that was June of 82. And since he had made me the offer the year before, I contacted him and I said, "I'm going to move up to Western Massachusetts." And so I moved up the summer of 82. And that's when I started working there. None of us were paid then. He wasn't paid. I wasn't paid. There was only one other staff person then. None of us were paid. I taught at the Hebrew school in Northampton to make some money. And Aaron and I did a lot of lectures to raise some money. And those were the days when he and I would do all the collecting down in New York. And we only had enough money to rent a van for 24 hours. So we would pick up the van at 5 or 6 in the morning, drive down to New York, do a full day of collection, and then drive the van back that evening, unload all the books at the warehouse, and then get the van back to the rental place so that it was a 24-hour rental.